Morning. Of course, the one time that I want to record a video, they are actually mowing the yard outside. They never do that. My cat is like going crazy. Hi, good morning. So as you saw, I started Ninth House last night, and I have to say that I knew that there was like magic elements to it. I think I knew that, but I mean, they got into it pretty quickly. And I think that's what's so great about this book is that there's no like long lead up. It's like, bam, like you're into the story. It takes you to like kind of the end of the story first, and then without any, information, and then takes you back to present or to the past, like present day to past. And so yeah, right now it's about the main character. I'm going blank on her name right now, but she is basically was given this opportunity to go to Yale. I think it's Yale, and she is there, but mostly for like this secret society. And okay, this secret society, they use magic. So it's kind of, I think, a play off of the skulls and all of the big it's all like a play off of all those like skull and crossbones. Is that what it's called? I don't know, but it's gonna, oh my gosh, you guys. She's going nuts. Yeah, so I am really enjoying it so far. My brain last night was a bit like fuzzy, and so it took me, I had like reread some things a couple times to like let it sink in. There's some of the ways that the author is writing I'm not crazy about. Really? Just knocking things off my desk. I'm not crazy about some of the writing style. I'm sure I'll get used to it though. So we'll see, but so far, so good. What are you doing? Do you wanna, she's in her crazy mood. Do you want to come and talk about the book too? No? Okay. I have got a busy day today. I'm at home all day, but I'm gonna get some reading done again, do a little bit of reading. And then, gosh, I'm out of milk, so I have to go get a coffee this morning. Bummer. I have to finish paper. I finished an assignment, and that's the big thing. And then I gotta do some grocery shopping, but we do that all online here, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Do some reading. Okay, so this is getting really good. I have to say, I love the fact that it just like goes right into it, and there's like I said before, there was no real like long explanation of things. It really just got right into the story, and I love that. I usually don't read like horror type books. I don't know if this is horror or not, but it definitely has some elements of it. But it's light. Like, it's not like anything scary, in my opinion. Yeah, it's It's really good so far. So, okay, I'm gonna keep reading. So, as you can see, my cat had surgery today, and so she's just hanging out with me here. I got a little bit of reading done on the way back from from taking her. I had like 4 cab rides today, so haven't like done much, but I just am exhausted. Anyways, so I am about 16% through the book so far. I'm really liking it. It's much more magical than I expected. Actually, it's all about magic. Usually when I think of dark academia, I don't think magic. I think like stuff that's going on between students and stuff like that. I just don't think of magic. So this is a different take on it for me, and I am really enjoying it. But the author goes from like past to present, and I don't love that when authors do that. I think just because I like something to be a little more linear, but I understand the storytelling aspect of it. So right now that's my only complaint, but I'm really enjoying it and I can recommend it so far. But again, I'm only 16% of the way through. Also, it is yeah, just like the way that she writes is really unique, and I like it. It's kind of like the way that you think in a way. I don't know how to explain that, but like to me, it's a very like, oh, that's how my brain would work. I would be thinking this, and then this would come in, and it's from before, but yet she throws it in, and you're like, oh, yeah, my brain just automatically knew that was from something else. So, yeah. I'm about to order some Chinese food from Alipay. If you don't know this or not, we live in China, and Alipay is amazing because you can order food and you can translate it, so I can order my food. So we're about to eat some Chinese food because I live in China. Okay, I'll be back. I'll see you later. Okay, you get just out of bed, Melissa, today. I am 35% of the way through the 9th house, and I am absolutely loving it. It is one of the most like just entertaining books I've read in a really long time. However, I wish somebody would have told me that this book is actually a horror book. Like it's not too bad, but it is bad. It's like one of those things where if I were to watch this movie, like I wouldn't watch this movie. Does that make sense? Like I wouldn't watch a movie that had all of this stuff in it, but I will read the book, which seems weird, but when I watch movies, they just seem so much scarier to me than something that I have control over, like how I see it in my head. So if you like magic, you will love this book. It definitely gets into things of like the occult though, so if that is iffy on you, like if you don't like that kind of stuff, maybe steer clear of this book. Like if you're sensitive to that, it doesn't, honestly, like it doesn't get into it deeply though. It's more like a kind of gory. There's a little bit of gore in this. It's a little, but still really good. But yeah, I would definitely warn you if you don't like scary things or you don't like creepy things or something, don't read this book. But if you do, and it's Halloween this weekend, so actually technically next week it's Halloween, but this is like this weekend my kids are going trick-or-treating at a local, like a neighborhood just next to us. And so, and yes, they're teenagers and they're still going trick-or-treating, and I'm okay with it. I read this at the perfect time. Hello. Hello. Okay. I am finally doing this, you guys. I'm just going to tell you right now, it is difficult starting a new channel. And because my other channel is a vlog channel, it is, for me, it's so hard to not want to be just so like perfect with my edits and, you know, not bore people. But what I'm realizing is like booktube channels are just a completely different beast. I can sit here and talk to you and you're probably going to like it, which is not the same as running a vlog channel, because a vlog channel, you have to keep people's attention and make sure that you're not boring and all that stuff. So, sorry if I'm boring, but I'm going to just not worry about it as much on this channel. Okay. So that being said, how are you all? How are you doing? I am going to tell you my thoughts on Ninth House and then also share with you what I read in October. So I feel, it's weird. It's like I felt like I read a lot in October, but most of it was reading that Ninth House book. For some reason, it took me a long time to read it. I gave Ninth House I didn't put a star rating on here. Okay, so I use Storygraph. I just like it a lot better than Goodreads. So if you found me on Goodreads, I haven't updated Goodreads in a while. So I'm on here right now, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to star it. I think it's a 4-star read for me. I think. So at first I probably would have given it like a 4.5, maybe even a 4.75. I don't know. This is a really difficult book for me to judge because I really enjoyed it. It kept me reading, kept me engaged. And that is a big deal for me. Like if I don't want to put it down, like that's good. It was definitely more horror than I was expecting. It was, I don't know, there's a lot of trigger warnings that I didn't even know about. It didn't bother me, but it might bother some people. So maybe I'll put the trigger warnings up right here. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I started reading the second one, The Hellbent, and I just couldn't get into it. I was like, okay, I'm going to save this for January. I feel like this is a January read for me. So when I'm cooped up in the house and I just want to read something really sinister, that is a good word for this book, sinister. I think I enjoyed the ending. I like how it wrapped up, but it left a lot of loose ends for the second book. It wrapped up the biggest thing, which was good, but I don't know. It was almost like it was a different book. It was like this one book and maybe it's because it was like the evolution of the character kind of like back to herself. So maybe that's why it felt like two different books, but it really did feel very fragmented at times. Also, a friend and I, we were talking about this because we read it about the same time. We really don't love the time, like when authors go back in time, but you almost don't know that you're back in time. This one you did. She would say fall or whatever. Like she would tell you like what the time is. But the way that this author writes is a little discombobulating at times. You're like, wait, okay, so she's speaking of things that you don't know about yet. And that gets a little annoying in my opinion. I get that it's like a mystery and it's like causing suspense and like it makes you want to read more, which I do appreciate, but I don't know, it's almost too much. So that's why, even though I highly enjoyed it, I think I'm only giving it a 4 stars because there was just some quirks about it that I didn't love. But the way that the story ended was good. I actually did enjoy that. I know some people didn't, but I did. And obviously I'm not spoiling it for you, so you have to read it and tell me what you think in the comments. Okay, so what did I read other than that in October? And basically, guys, I just read most of another romance series and I love it. I'm in a book club with some friends and let's see, let's find it. Hold on. Y'all, I think I'm getting sick. I don't want to get sick, but I feel like it. I can feel it. You know when you like feel it? I know it's like it's been in my chest and now it's kind of coming up here and in here. So if I sound weird, I'm sorry. Okay, but let me just say we're in November now and I'm so happy because this is like my rom-com, like is the best season for rom-coms. November, December. Oh, it's like, why is this so hard? Okay, here's the only thing I don't like about Storygraph is it's kind of difficult to find the books you read. It just is. I don't know why. Why can't I get this right? Oh, okay, so I'm gonna add this and I might talk about it again next month, but I'm adding it because I finished it on November 1st. So I basically read it in October. But I read the first 4 books of the Take a Spell series by Juliet Cross. And the first one is called Wolf Gone Wild. And my son is home. So the first is called Wolf Gone Wild. And that is the book that me and my friends read for our book club. And I fell in love with these characters. There's just something about, it's like a group of sisters that are all witches. And then it's each one of their love stories. And so the first one is, I think it's Violet or something. One of them, I don't know. I'm not really that attached to the sisters. Let's just be honest. It's like the male characters, the ones that they end up like getting with that are just so cute. The first one was a wolf. Second one was a vampire. Third one was a wolf, related to the first wolf. And then the fourth one was a Grimm. And that one was a little bit darker, but it was really good. I enjoy them. If you like romance with some spice, quite a bit actually in that fourth one, but it's, that's my phone. It's like not, I don't know. It's not that bad, but maybe like I don't know. That fourth one was probably like a 4-star spice level. I'd say 4-star. Definitely not closed door. Let's just say that. Okay. So other than that, that's all I read this month. Or those. Oh wait, let's see if I have any DNFs. Hold on. Okay. So I only had one DNF and usually my DNFs are audiobooks. For the mere fact that I will start them and then I just get annoyed with the audio, like the narrator. There we go. I'm just really picky. And if it doesn't like line up with the character, I start to just get annoyed. Or I just get bored with the story and then I just DNF it. So, I DNF'd actually. So Juliet Cross, who was the author of the Wolf Gone Wild one and stuff I was just talking about, I was like, I'm going to see if she has any audiobooks because I'll do that sometimes. Because I always want to have an audiobook that I'm reading at the same time. So like when I'm doing chores and stuff, it's like something to do other than music. And this one's called Parks and Provocation. It's a series called the Green Valley Heroes series, and they have different authors. And she wrote this one. And I can't even tell you what it was about. I don't even know when I DNF'd it. But I think I just got bored. I was just bored with it. I don't know. Or I don't even remember why I DNF'd it, but I did. So there's that. I'm trying to think if there's any others. I mean, everything else I've DNF'd was in September. I will say at the end of September, so it's close enough to October, I DNF'd Icebreaker, which so many people love that book, but I could not with these characters. No, absolutely not. So yeah, it's that Maple Hill series. There we go. Another one that I DNF'd that I know a lot of like heavy romance people have like loved was The Brutal Prince. It was by Sophie Lark. I tried, guys. I tried, but no, it was like so cringe. It was so cringe. Ugh. And then, I have to share this because I'm sorry, but it just reminded me so much of the movie, The Inheritance Games. Maybe I should like push through it, but I couldn't. I got to like beginning-ish part where she's like getting the inheritance. And it just reminded me of Knives Out, which I love Knives Out. And then it just felt like a copy of Knives Out. Does anybody else think this? Is this just me? I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Sorry, don't hate. Okay, so I DNF'd the inheritance games. Sorry. Hey, this is actually becoming a DNF list. Hope you're enjoying it. But my son just got home. He knocked his head on something at school, so I'm going to go check on him. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to start being better about publishing videos faster and not overthinking things. Okay.